Today we're going to do a first run review of the Nike Tempo Next Percent. Let's go. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Runningman Sam. Have you missed me? I know it's been a while. I'm sorry it's been a while. I did say on Instagram and Strava and things like that that while training for this London Marathon, I just wanted to make that a priority. Get the training in. I didn't want to be doing videos where I couldn't really put that much effort into the editing, that sort of thing. Luckily I'm tapering now at the moment. I'm not going to do any running today, probably only a really short run tomorrow, and the kids are out, so I do have some free time. Plus, you guys know what I'm like when I get a new shoe. The enthusiasm that is all back, the excitement is there. So we've got the Nike Tempo Next Percent here. We're just going to call it the Tempo just for ease. I know it's not a brand new shoe, but it's a brand new shoe for me. Just the initial impressions, the pros, the cons, what this shoe is for, who this shoe is for, what I thought of it, that kind of thing. First of all, why didn't I get this shoe when it came out? Well, as you guys may know, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'm going to put that down here. Do follow me on there because I'm a lot more active on there at the moment, Runningman_Sam. So follow me on there for loads of shoe reviews, shoe news, all that kind of stuff. Loads of shoe stuff on there, training tips and the like. So follow that down below. But if you do follow me on there, you'll see that I never really got on with the alphafly at all. I loved the speed of it. I loved how easy it was to run fast and effortless, basically. But it just caused me really bad arch pain. I think it's where your sort of midfoot overhangs in the middle of the shoe. Talking to a lot of other people, there's a lot of other people that felt that. Anyway, let's get on point. So because of that, and because this is obviously the training partner to it, and it looks like it's similar, and I'd heard a lot of mixed reviews about this, I thought I would leave it. Because this shoe was on sale on the Nike website at £100, and one of my close friends had said, yeah, it's actually a really good shoe, give it a go. I thought for £100, I will give it a go. So I did, and I'm glad that I did. So my first run in this shoe yesterday, I did 9 miles, a mile warm up, and then 7 miles at my sort of top end marathon race pace, hopefully that I can achieve on Sunday at the London Marathon. But it was around about sort of 6:38, 6:40 minute mile pace. Actually probably quite a bit quicker. I won't be running that quick at London. And then a mile cool down, so 9 miles in total. So testing this really actually at sort of tempo pace, or a little bit slower than tempo pace, but at a consistent, solid, nice pace for me. And I thought this shoe performed really well, but we're going to get into that in a minute. As always in these videos, we're going to go over the stats and all that kind of stuff, just so that you can know what this shoe is all about. In terms of stack height, we have 46mm in the heel, and then we have 36mm in the forefoot, giving you a 10mm drop. This is in my size. This is in a size 11 UK. This weighs in at 304 grams, which is about 10.7 ounces. So it's a fairly heavy shoe, but it doesn't feel heavy underfoot. We'll get into more of those in a minute, just as I said, just covering some of the stats first. So in terms of sizing, as I said, this is a size 11. I'll attach a video here. I think it's quite a snug fit, but not a really snug fit. So obviously where we've got Flyknit here, it is a little bit restrictive, but nothing like the Flyknit in the 4%. Not as tight and as restrictive as in there. It is quite stretchy, as you can see, but it is a fairly snug fit. But I would say go true to size. If you like your shoes to be a lot looser, then maybe go half a size up. But for me, 11 was perfect. I wouldn't have wanted to go a size up, size down, size left, size right. 11 was fine. So moving away from the stats there, just going to talk about this shoe loosely on the upper, the midsole and the outsole, and then just give you my thoughts on it, what this shoe is for, what this shoe isn't for, and the sort of pros and cons. So in terms of the upper, as I said, we've got a Flyknit material up here, which is fairly loose for a Flyknit, but it is quite form fitting, if you like. It gives you a nice secure fit. In the front here, we have a little bit of a slight bumper area, I guess, just to add a little bit of rigidity and structure to the shoe. And yeah, the material of it is quite comfortable against your skin. It doesn't feel coarse, it doesn't feel like it rubs. It felt really comfortable over the 9 miles, and as you can see, obviously with the Flyknit material, it is very breathable, so your foot's not going to get too hot in here. It is a bootie. We love a bootie. There's obviously no sort of tongue as such, it's just one material here, so obviously the tongue is just part of the bootie and it just all goes like that. So it fits really nicely. I find it fits really nicely. In terms of the heel area, we've got a little bit of rigidity and stoutness there. It's not as obviously flexible as the rest of the shoe, just adding a little bit of structure to the back of the shoe and allowing it to sit nicely on your heel. We've obviously got some padding as well around the heel area here. I found it was really comfortable, the upper on my foot. Personally, over the 9 miles, there was no signs at all of any rubbing, blisters on the back, or anything feeling uncomfortable. And lockdown was really good. I found that the Flyknit fit nicely against my foot. The heel area was good. The bootie worked well. I didn't even need to pull the laces in that much. You don't need to get like a really secure pull from the laces for this to feel secure on your foot. So that was all good. No real cons. I can't really say anything that I didn't enjoy from it. So yeah, all good. Moving on to the midsole. As you guys probably know, or if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that like and the subscribe and help this channel grow. But as I said, also check out my Instagram page, because I'm a lot more active on there and it's still all about shoes and running and everything like that. But the midsole is my favourite part of a shoe. Love it. I just love thinking, I wonder what this shoe is going to feel like. I know it sounds a bit sad, but yeah, I do really enjoy that. So in terms of the midsole here, we've got a dual midsole. Well, we've got loads going on. We've got a dual midsole. So we've got ZoomX in this bit here. Obviously we've got an air unit, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So ZoomX here, and then we've got React foam here, and then it just sort of goes under here to obviously give you a bit more durability. And then, as I said, we do have the air units in here, the same as what are in the alphaflys, and we do also have a plate in here as well. This shoe feels great at a tempo pace, as the name would imply. Some people say that it feels awful at a slower pace. My first mile was around about 7:20. I'll attach the splits here. My last mile was similar, I think. So it wasn't necessarily slow for me. It was like that's like a sort of steady pace. I didn't find that it did feel awful at the 7:20-minute miles. Maybe if I was running 8:30, 9-minute miles, maybe it would have. I can't say because I didn't. But yeah, some people have reported that it feels a little bit clumsy and a little bit hard to run in at the slower paces. I did definitely find that it felt better at the tempo pace or at the faster pace, but then that's what this shoe is designed for. That's what I expected it to feel better for. I'm a mid-foot to forefoot striker, so I am landed on the air unit and the ZoomX rather than the React in the heel. I found it really bouncy. It's like a pogo stick, very similar to the alphafly in terms of like what you feel from the shoe, in terms of like responsiveness and that bounce and that pogo stickness and that energy return. So I do find you get a really good energy return from this shoe. So for me it was really good. I did enjoy it. The only cons maybe would be, like I said, it might feel a little bit sort of lethargic maybe at slower paces. It's not really designed for that. It's not designed for just sort of ticking over. It is designed for going faster, those tempo runs, perhaps maybe intervals and things like that. Moving on to the outsole, I haven't got a load to say here. It wasn't raining or anything like that, and it was just sort of a fairly straight out and back route. But we do have a lot of rubber coverage on here in the forefoot area and on the heel here and sort of the higher wear areas. And I was feeling plenty of grip from it. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. It wasn't rainy and I can't really report what it was like in the rain. But no real issues, plenty of grooves in there, and it did feel like it did grip the road really nicely. In terms of just overallness of this shoe, I did really enjoy it. I do think it's a really stable shoe. So because you've got quite a wide platform in the forefoot area here, with that sort of medial side coming out a little bit, I found it just a naturally stable shoe. Unlike in the alphafly where the midfoot comes in a lot here in the arch area and causes me loads of pain, I didn't get that at all. It's much wider in the midfoot in this shoe. So if you're worried about the alphafly fit like I was, don't worry, because it's not the same in this, even though the shoe looks like it's a similar setup. You hit those tempo paces, those faster paces, it's when it sort of comes alive and does what it's meant to be doing. The other good things about this shoe, as I said, I just find that the upper is really good fit, actually. I really enjoyed the fit on this shoe. I didn't have to put too much effort into the laces, all that kind of stuff. So, like I always do in my reviews, my first reviews, we're going to do a fun factor score. How much I enjoyed this shoe, mainly from like the sensation of the foam, the midsole, and mainly from just how it feels, how secure it is, whether I'm getting a good enjoyment from the ride, whether it's feeling stable, all those kind of things. Just when you finish your run thinking, did I enjoy that or not? And I did really enjoy it. I really enjoyed the first 9 miles in this run. So I'm probably going to give this, let's go for an 8.5 out of 10 on fun factor, I reckon, because I just enjoyed it. It was fun to run in. The sensation of the foam was good. When I was at that tempo range, it just felt really nice. Question for you guys, I know this seems to be like a Marmite shoe. Do you have this shoe? And if you do have it, are you one of the people that loves it, or you're one of the people that can't stand this shoe? I know it's really mixed. If you're watching this today, whether you're a subscriber or you're new to the channel, please hit that like. And as I say, if you are new, please hit the subscribe as well. Help this channel out. I don't like to try and convince people to buy shoes. I just like to try and give my honest, true opinions and try and be as transparent as possible. So that's my overall impressions. Like I said, the shoe is a tempo day shoe. That's really what you're going to want to be using it for. And other shoes that are in this category would be other tempo day shoes. So things like the Adios 6 or the Saucony Endorphin Speed, even the Adidas Adizero Pro, not the Adios Pro, or maybe the Adidas Boston 10, but I wouldn't use that as a tempo day shoe. But anyway, we're going besides the points here. So as always, guys, I've been Runningman Sam. I hope you've enjoyed the return to the channel. As I said, once this marathon's out of the way, I promise I'll be back with more videos. But for now, I'm always posting daily, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day on Instagram, so check me out with a link down below. So as always, guys, I've been Runningman Sam. This has been a super duper shoe review, and I'll see you guys in a bit.